So yesterday I am saying about installation of VMware Workstation. In that we are installing the Ubuntu operating system or Red Hat Linux operating system or Fedora operating system. So this is the VMware Workstation. Here I have already installed two OS, two operating systems, Red Hat Linux and Red Hat Linux. Two Red Hat Linux I have installed. So what I will do now, I will delete entire thing. I will install from the beginning. I will install VMware as well as Red Hat Linux and Ubuntu operating system. I will delete these things. I will delete entire installation from the disk. Now, whatever I have installed, I will uninstall everything. So VMware. I have installed VM Player. So I will install VM Player. What I will do is I will uninstall this one. Remove this VMware. I am uninstalling the VM Player from my system. Uninstalled. Now in desktop there is no icon by VMware. VMware is uninstalled. Now go to browser. Now type VMware. VMware download. Go to VMware download. So download now for Windows. Download VMware Workstation. So here what we have done, in Google you have written VMware download. So I opened the first site vmware.com. In this site you are downloading this Workstation 16 Pro for Windows. Download now. So I have already downloaded here. I have already downloaded this VM player. Now I will install this VM player. I will install this VM player first. Now I am installing VM player. I am installing VM player. So this VM player is required to install Linux operating system virtually. We are working on the both operating system at a time, Windows as well as Linux. So now you can see the logo VMware Workstation on the desktop. Finish. Now VMware is installed. Now VMware Workstation is installed. This is VMware Workstation. Now by using this VMware Workstation, we need to install the Linux operating system virtually. We can work either in Windows as well as in Linux. In this, we need to install the Linux operating system. Either it can be a Red Hat Linux operating system or Ubuntu operating system or Fedora operating system. You can install any operating system. So now create new virtual machine. Create new virtual machine. Now here there are three options are there: installer disk image, file, ISO. I will install the operating system later. I will install operating system later. So first we need to download the operating system. Now go to this. I will show where we need to download the Red Hat Linux operating system. So go to developer.redhat.com. Developer.redhat.com. com. So go to Linux. I am showing where you have to download the Red Hat Linux operating system. Go to developer.redhat.com. Go to Linux here. Now here download RHEL. Red Hat Linux, Red Hat Enterprise Linux. RHEL download Red Hat Enterprise Linux. Click here. Now download. So the latest version is 8.3. So you can download this DVD ISO file. Download this DVD ISO file. This is the size of this DVD ISO file is 9 GB, 8.3 version. Red Hat Linux. Where you have to go? developer.redhat.com. Developer.redhat.com, and under that go to Linux. In this Linux, download RHEL, Red Hat Enterprise Linux. You can download the latest version, DVD ISO file, 64-bit. DVD ISO file, 64-bit. I have already downloaded this RHEL, this Red Hat. So I have downloaded 8.2 version earlier. Now the latest version is 8.3. You can download this RHEL file. Now we shall start installing the Red Hat Linux by using VMware Workstation. I will install Red Hat Enterprise Linux using this VMware Workstation. This is VMware Workstation. Now click here, create a new virtual machine. Click here. Now there are three other: installer disk, image file, ISO. I will install the operating system later. You click this one. I will install the operating system later. Click this one. Click next. So here Microsoft Windows, which operating system you want to install, whether you want to install Microsoft operating system or Linux operating system or any other operating system. So here I am installing the Linux operating system. Which Linux operating system I am installing? I want to install Red Hat Linux operating system. So here type Red Hat R. So here there are all the operating systems are present: Red Hat Linux, SUSE Linux, Oracle, Debian, CentOS. These are the different operating systems which I want to install Red Hat Linux operating system. So type R and select that Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8, 64-bit. Click on next. Now virtual machine name. Here it is Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8, 64-bit. Here you can change the name. So here I want to change the name as just Linux. I want to change this one as Linux operating system. Now why I am changing is, you can give your own naming, because sometimes we may need more than one operating system. RHEL 2 operating system we can install in the same machine. RHEL 1, RHEL 2, RHEL 3. So any number of operating system we can install. So when we are discussing about the networking between the two RHEL, that time we need two operating systems. So here I have changed the name as Linux operating system or Linux 1. So when we want to do networking between the two operating systems, then we have to install another virtual operating system, another Linux, another Red Hat Linux. So where I need to install? I want to install in the C users. This is default it has taken. So you can install in any other drive. If you want to install C, let it be. If you want to install in D drive, select D drive. If you want to install in D drive, select E drive. So I want to install now C drive only. Click on next. So here, how much space you want to reserve for this operating system? So by default, it is taking 20 GB hard disk space. Now you can increase this one to 30 GB or 40 GB. It's your wish. 30 GB or 40 GB. So don't take below 20 GB. 20 minimum 20 GB is recommended. Here you can see that recommended size for Red Hat Enterprise Linux is 20 GB. So minimum the disk space should be reserved for Linux is 20 GB. So either you have to increase, but don't decrease below 20 GB. So here, if the space is more in your system, you can increase up to 40 GB or 50 GB. Now here, two options are there. Select virtual disk as a single file. Split virtual disk into multiple files. So by default, this is selected. So what you have to do is you select this one, store virtual disk as a single file. Store virtual disk as a single file. Click on next. Click on next. Now here you can see that customize hardware. Select this customize hardware. Customize hardware. Here it is showing the RAM size, memory for this virtual machine. It is 2 GB or 4 GB, 8 GB or 16 GB. If your system is having 4 GB, you can select 4 GB. You can move this one, 4 GB. So here it is changing to 4 GB. If you are using 8 GB operating 8 GB RAM, you can select 8 GB. But minimum RAM size required is 2 GB. By default, it will be 2 GB. You can increase the RAM size as 4 GB. 4 GB. So here you can select the size of the RAM. If your system is having 8 GB RAM, better you select 4 GB RAM for this operating system. Now select here new CD or DVD. New CD or DVD. DVD. Now use this one. Use ISO image file. Use ISO image file. Now where we have downloaded that ISO image file. So here browse. I have downloaded in here the E drive. I have downloaded this Red Hat Linux Enterprise Linux in this drive. So select that ISO file. Select that ISO file. Select that ISO file. Now, so this is process. This is memory. You have to select either 2 GB or 4 GB. If you are having 8 GB RAM, you can select 4 GB or 8 GB. Now, next is CD or DVD, new CD or DVD. By default, it will be this one. Use physical drive. What you have to do is you have to select the second option. Use ISO file image. So browse where it is installed. So I have installed in F drive. So here is my ISO file. ISO file. Select that file. Open. Now close this one. Close this window. Now finish. I'm clicking finish. Now here you can see the name here. I have changed it to Linux 1. Earlier it is by default it is showing that Red Hat Enterprise Linux 64-bit like that. So I have changed it now. So now what you have to do is you have to select this one and here you can observe that play virtual machine. Play virtual machine, edit virtual machine. So what you have to do is play virtual machine. Play virtual machine. Now it will start installing the packages. It will start installing the packages. Now here it is showing that automatic boot in 54 seconds, 53 seconds. So it will take 1 minute. Now it is preparing for installing the packages of Red Hat Linux operating system. Red Hat Linux operating system. Now it is starting installing the packages. So select the language, English. Continue. Time and date. Installation disk. We have reserved 30 GB. Now we have selected time and date. I have selected Asia. Installation disk I have selected. Just selected. I have seen that 30 GB is reserved. Just I have clicked as done. This begin installation is enabled. Begin installation is enabled. Now click on begin installation. Begin installation. Now here you can see that some messages creating IVMPV, creating swap, creating XFS. So these are all the packages. These are all the packages. So here there will be different users. So one of the user is called as root user. Another user are we can create any number of users. So root users. So here we need to set the password for the root. By default, one of the user will be root. The username will be root. So here you have to set the password for the root. So I am giving the password for root. So you give the confirm password. To give the confirm password, click on done. Done. So root password is created now. Root password is created. So here it is preparing for installation source. So here it will start installing the package. So user. So one user will be the root user. Root user. Here you can see that root password is set. Now you can create as many users as you want. Now I will show that I will create one more user. One more user. I am calling this one as Rahul. Rahul. So this is the username. I am creating the new user. New user. So now select the password. So too short. So here you can give stronger password. It's your wish. So here I have created one user by name Rahul and I have given password. Then select as done. So here if you want to make this one as an administrator, this user Rahul as an administrator, then check this one. What is the difference between administrator and normal user is administrator will be having more privileges, more rights to install different packages, to execute different commands. If it is a normal user, he will be having restricted privileges. He cannot execute the root privileges. So if you want to make this one as an administrator, so administrator is nothing but root. So whatever the root is having the privileges, same privileges will be applicable for this user Rahul also. So what I want to do is I want to make this one as Rahul as the normal user. Normal user. I am not enabling this one because already root is there. If any installation, everything is required, which is not possible for the normal user, then I will log in into the root user. So I will click done. So one will be the root user and another user I have created is Rahul. So here you can see that user Rahul below. User Rahul will be created. So here you can see that installation Linux firmware. So 456 out of 1348. Out of 1348, so the packages are installing. So totally we need to install 1348 packages. It will take some time for installation, all the packages. So now completed. So here you can see that complete, the message complete. So Red Hat Enterprise Linux is now successfully installed and ready for you to use. go ahead and reboot to start using it. So I'm clicking the reboot here. Reboot. It will take some time. Now, license information. Click on this license information. Now, here select I accept the license agreement. I accept the license agreement. So here you are seeing done. Click on done. Now here finish. Finish configuration. Click on finish. Now, Rahul I have created, right? Rahul, the username. Click on Rahul and type the password. Rahul. Rahul. So this is the interface for Red Hat Enterprise Linux. Red Hat Enterprise Linux, this is the 8. Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8. So activities. So you will be seeing this interface, Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8. So activities. So this is the terminal. So we are working by using this terminal only. Terminal. So here you are seeing this dollar symbol. So dollar symbol indicates this is the normal user. Normal user. Now SU means super user. Super user is the root now. Root. So when root is login, root, now you are seeing that hash symbol. So here how to differentiate between the administrator and the normal user is dollar means normal user, hash means root user. So hash. Now if you type exit, you will go to Rahul again, the user Rahul. So today we have seen the how to install the Red Hat Enterprise Linux 8, RHEL 8 by using the VMware. So we are going in activities and we are going in terminal. So whatever the we are going to learn, we are using this terminal only to type all the commands. Now PWD, present working directory or print working directory. So where we are having, we are in the /home/Rahul. /home/Rahul. So to clear the screen, CLEAR, clear the screen. Now, this is one tab. If you want to open one more window, right click and you can type new tab. This is one tab, this is another tab. So both windows I can work now. Now here I am typing as ls. ls is one command to list the directory, to list the contents of this directory. Now here I am saying that man cop cp. So here there are two tabs are there. Here I am working with ls, here I am working with man command, man cp, copy files and directories. So ls minus l. So long listing of the files. Here these are the permissions. So D refers to the directory. RWX means read, write, execute. So this is the long listing of the contents of this directory. To create a file, we will be using this touch command. Touch A, B, C, D, E. So touch creates the new file by name A, B, C, D, E. So I'll press enter. So 5 files are created. Now I am typing ls minus l. We shall see these in detail tomorrow. For time being, I am showing you one or two commands. Now you can see here that A, B, C, D, E. So these are the new files they are created. New files created by using the touch command. Touch A, B, C, D, E. To know what is touch, just you type here. I am opening in a new tab. So here I have already opened man CP. After reading man CP, press Q. Q means quit. Now, if you want to know what is touch, so here man type touch. So you will be seeing this information. Change file timestamps. So you can read the description here. Description. So for any command, there is a manual page. After reading, you can press Q. Q means quit. Quit. So man ls. What is ls here? List current directory contents. Ls means list directory contents. After reading the description, quit. Quit. Man mkdir. So what is mkdir? So make directory. Directory means folder. Make folder. So now quit. So there are manual pages. Man means manual pages for the different commands. So power off. Power off. So it will shut down the system. Means Linux. Power off. Now